Okay, we're back and we're putting the garlic in. Let's put this cutting board back where it belongs. We're not cooking. We're going to turn this on medium. And we're going to add about 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Now when I do that, it's about, it's 2 tablespoons, but it doesn't if it goes over a little bit, big deal. And let me get my handy dandy spatula out. And what I suggest when you're cooking or sauteing, take a bit, now this is a big chunk, take a bit of the see how this is opaque, you can't see through it? Take it, set it on your cutting board. So as this is cooking, you can take this and go, oh, well, see, this is opaque and this is clear, so you can watch it. Now we don't want to brown this. Okay, while this is sauteing, what we're going to do is we're going to open up our seasoning packet into a little bowl or cup. And hit them on the side of your leg so all the powder goes to the bottom. And if you have a handy dandy kitchen knife, great. That works. So there's one packet. Ouch. If I have a bruise on my leg, I'm not hitting that hard. I said ouch just to say ouch. Because I can't. Let's put the second packet in. Okay. Now mind you, there is no law saying that you have to be doing what I'm doing with the seasoning packets. If you have your own spice, little spices you like, you do what you want. I'm only showing you how to do it. But everyone has their own taste in spices. Some people like really spicy. Now, if you want, you could add a whole jalapeno. Chop a jalapeno into this, or red pepper, not bell pepper, a red pepper, and chop it just like the thing, and you'll have a spicy taco. But I'm not doing that right now. I'm just doing regular. Now, let's see how our progress is doing right here. Get one of these. Okay, now we're gonna look at our, there we go. This is still hard. And if you can see, I hope you can see, one is opaque and one's starting to become like clear a little bit. So, doesn't take very long. Doesn't take very long at all. And I just threw back my example. Oops. Okay. So, 5 tablespoons. Let's get another cup, just to make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to take 2 back. So, 5, 4. Let me do this again. I just realized something. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's change the recipe here. We're going to do 4 tablespoons because I used to make bigger batches, and that was 5. This is not a big batch. This is a small batch. It's only for 2 people, so we're going to cut it back. Now, if you want, and you taste this, and you're like, oh God, there's not enough spices in it, you can add the 5 if you like a lot of oomph to it. So these are looking nice and glassy. You see this? I wish I didn't kill my example, but it would be really white. And it goes pretty fast when it I mean, now if you wanted to take this even further, you could caramelize them, but that's not what we're going to do. Okay, so let's get the meat out now. And open it up. And this is called the flop method. Takes a lot of skill and a lot of training. Yeah, so it took me 7 years to learn how to do that. So if you're not a professional, don't try the flop method. It's gonna mess things up. So of course I'm just kidding. So that's it. That's tacos. No. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna break up the meat. And now this is the chopping method. This is you chop. You just keep on chopping it. Now I'm gonna get a wooden spoon. The best ever. If you want to get something, these spoons are okay, but I prefer rice paddles because these spoons got a big, huge, long handle on it, and they're when you're chopping meat, it's like to me it's uncomfortable. A rice paddle, a nice rice paddle has a wide, thick handle, and it's it's shorter, so you can really you're putting all the energy into the end of the rice paddle when you're chopping. So, but that's what I like. Okay, so we're gonna sprinkle the seasoning in here. And I do have another video I made, and it's for mini tacos. And I do. That's a completely different. I don't use the McCormick seasoning packets. Now, if you don't have McCormick seasoning packets, because I know this is, not everything I have here, you're going to be looking around and go, well, wait a minute, I'm on a completely different side of the world, and I've never even heard of that seasoning. Use what you think is best for you. So there's no. Now, if you want to go online and order it, that's people do that nowadays. You can. So it's all about experimentation, trying things different. Just chop, because you want to get small pieces, and you'll make sure all of that meat cooks, especially pork. But beef is the same way. Just keep on chop. Let's let that cook for a little bit. Stick that right in there. Put that over here. Go on something else. Okay. Now what I like to do with my beans, just to give them a little more pop, I keep my chicken broth in. Okay, I have an affliction, and it's for, these are rice cups, rice pudding. And this is the brand I like. And yes, this is, if they're watching this is a plug for them. But I'm not going to draw the customer base that they need. But there you go. Rice pudding is just, I don't know. I just love it. I can't get it. Well, I shouldn't say I can't get enough of it, but it is my favorite, and I like to buy one or two when I go shopping, and that's not very often. But I use them to hold my soup in after I'm done with them, so I don't throw them away. And what I will do is we're going to heat this up a little bit. Let's actually get this out. Hot water, not cold water. we go. Okay, and where is the little, oh, there it is. Okay, so, and this is perfectly usable again, so put it back in the sink, and use it again. Okay, so we're going to turn this down to medium-low now. And let's see the timer, 10 minutes. Okay, so chop, 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 chop. Now see, there's still a lot of red in here, so you just want to make sure, remember, cooking is all about sight. You want to make sure that you don't see any pink, because pink is not good. Now if you have a lid to put on this, that's really good, because what it does, it cooks it a little bit better. And let's find the lid. And make a whole bunch of noise in the background. Okay, so we're going to put a lid on this. And it's on medium-low. And again, I am realizing that gas, which I won't go into my rant right now, but gas, because I grew up, I learned how to cook on electric, but gas is a lot different from electric. And if I had something cooking on low and on gas, and I want to cook something on electric, you turn it up a little bit higher. So if it's low on gas, you want to turn it to medium-low on electric. If it's a medium-low on gas, you want to turn it to medium. So it's kind of, you have to just keep it ahead by one. And okay, well, this is already melting, so we're going to melt it. We're going to put that in low on the background, melt it, and we're going to add this to our beans. Now, if you have this, if you have some soup broth, if you watch one of my, or if you want to decide to watch one of my soup videos and go, oh, that looks like a great idea, you know, learn how to make soup. And then soup is one of these things where it can be added to so much. It's like you can make gravy. If you have soup cubes in the kitchen, in the refrigerator, you come home, I know this is tacos, but you know, it all goes into the same. You want to utilize everything you have. But if you come home, you can just heat up the broth, put some vegetables in it, bring it to a boil, let it simmer. The vegetables will cook. As soon as the carrots are done, voila, you got a very healthy, very satisfying meal. Add some rice to it, leftover rice. So, but that's my my soup rant. So when this is done cooking, we're gonna put it in a pot and we're gonna put it in the oven. So it is. I'll be right back.